Tonight's Committee of Public Gaming, so let's bloody have a watch.
I didn't realize that you were going to insult someone here
qualifies you to be a
with Stark Roast.
That's every day with Stuart. We have to have a series called Stuart After Hours where it's just dark roasts.
But yeah, no, it's insanely big in Canada. It's kind of a thing in America and nowhere else really. But Tim Hortons does fantastic hot chocolates as well. I got some powder.
Do we have some here?
No, okay. I don't think so.
Fight, go with us.
Okay, this is a scripted loss actually.
Alright.
If you beat them all, I'm pretty sure like you just get knocked out randomly.
Alright,
but to be fair,
some
that's
EXP for it.
You can't.
Okay, well you can pad for some more time on this list.
Oh damn! This isn't. Sorry, I forgot. That's not one where you spam it out. Oh yeah.
Unicorn stampede.
Okay, press the button, Sean. I can do this one. Just let me concentrate here. You know, appreciate the animation. I got that. I got
Nice.
that.
Good job.
Got that again. Oh shit.
Good job.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, do you want me to say the buttons, but I thought I might mind
Yeah.
you more,
No,
so I didn't
it's
bother.
fine. Good thing it just maps automatically to Xbox controls because that's what I'm so used to.
Well, yeah, it's good. Good. If I think a few of these have been out already. Oh, they definitely haven't. What am I talking about? But the co-op communing videos, where we all get together and play a co-op game.
Yeah.
For the controls, those are awful to get running.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember Unit 4?
It's pretty terrible.
Pretty
That's
hard.
the hardest part is the setup.
Did you watch the Unit 4 video, by the way? I think they look pretty okay.
Oh yeah, I think it turned out okay.
I think
For how very upset you were when we started filming, it turned out okay.
Yeah, God. That one day you will see that footage. I mean, I'm basically talking to Doozy at this point, aren't I?
No, because Doozy doesn't watch that much.
Okay. Well, if I am talking to somebody, at some point
There's someone out there.
At some point you will see that footage if you go. All right. Well, okay. We're at like part 11 right now. If you're up with us up until here, I think you might see that footage at some point.
Possibly.
But the basic idea was I was just trying to get the controls running, and there was 5 boys being about as unproductive as 5 boys can be. It was kind of like when you're a new stay-at-home mom and you have like 4 kids, and you're like holding 2 of them in your hand, and like one's like punching your knee, and the other's vomiting all over the floor. You're like, oh! I wish it was legal to beat your kids. I felt like Bill Burr for a second. I wish you could beat your kids.
Oh, I love Bill Burr, dude. He's great.
I like Bill Burr the less I see of him.
What does that mean?
I like thinking. Ooh.
Oh, damn.
It's okay. Okay.
To be fair, as Kenny, I have absolutely no short attack. Yeah.
Good as shot a corpse right. Oh, you're cold, buddy. You should.
Oh, you should put on a jumper, bud.
Put on a jumper, buddy.
Okay, so
I like how your character is just a cosplaying hobo now. It's pretty good.
it's pretty great.
Pretty great. Pretty great overall, right? Kid with a black guy. So
Oh, you got cucked by Kenny.
Kenny cucks.
Kenny
By
cucks.
cuck. I got flashed by Kenny the other day, but he didn't let me touch him. I was pretty bummed about it. But I guess Kenny was happier not being touched than I was touching Kenny. So whatever.
So whatever.
I cleaned my room the other day. I was pretty bummed about it. But I guess Jordan B. Peterson was happier with me cleaning my room than the amount of time I took to clean my room. So whatever.
No! You took too long! Oh, that's right, he has armor. Damn, this dude's pretty tough.
Mi amor.
And I can't use my long range attack.
Because he's always deflecting.
I'm probably just gonna skip Kenny and...
He's like
someone
a
else.
political figure in a debate. He's always deflecting.
Oh man, you gotta do a brief vague. That's another thing from Charisma on Command. You gotta do a brief, non-specific, very vague addressing of it, and then immediately pivot to attacking your opponent.
Answer the question that you wanted to ask you.
Exactly.
That's such a smart.
Such a smart side. Yeah.
Me and this is a very recent thing with me and Stuart. I think you haven't been doing this for ages, have you? Or is it? Because for me, it's like the last 2 weeks I've started
Watching Charisma on Command. That is a new thing, yes.
Because I literally me and Stuart play Civ 6 with Daniel sometimes. With Gates, a thing which you have to specify. With Gates sometimes. And wow, that's actually very. I wasn't expecting that.
This is from that anime episode.
I like how it's so Western though. Like it's insanely Western. Because that looks like a 80s like.
Yeah,
Thundercats
it's
cartoon.
Western anime sort of thing.
I mean, I meant more like He-Man. Them seems more He-Man to me than like.
Oh, I see.
Do you actually ever watch any He-Man, or do you just know the memes?
I think I've watched some of it.
I have watched a whole, 4 months worth of it coming on at 9 a.m. on Boomerang.
Yeah, that's it, little buddy.
Which is basically a season of repeats of the one episode.
Yeah,
He-Man's a weird-ass show, dude.
it is pretty good.
Everything about that kind of media where it's sort of barbarian in a really weird world. Like Conan the
In
Barbarian.
a very gay world.
In a very gay world. But you know what I mean with Conan the Barbarian and Scorpion King and where it's a dude in a mystical universe where there's just weird shit for no reason.
Yeah.
Like the Scorpion King and there's these weird gods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because He-Man occupies the same kind of universe, right? Where it's a dude with a skeleton face who's really
the
ripped for
villain.
some reason, keeps harassing this colony of innocent gay boys. Is basically what it is. As a
You're
show,
not
that's
wrong.
what you can boil down He-Man to its essence with that sense. Right?
You're not wrong.
And then it catches a bunch of furries who ride around and
Oh man, I don't know if I should raise this or not, but I watched the weirdest video today of. Do you know Insane Clown Posse?
I do.
Yeah. So the lead singer of that has a daughter who's a furry, and they were making a video that went on YouTube, and it's actually quite positively upvoted of them complaining about a fursuit that they bought that was low quality. And the daughter has the
God.
fur thing on, and he has the Insane Clown Posse face paint on.
At some point, Stuart, you have to sort of step back and I understand weird things happen, right? There's all these stories from World War II of obscene things happening and from the French Revolution of these strange occurrences.
Yeah.
But there's some senses when put together, sort of erase your suspension
The guy
of
from
disbelief
ICP and
for
his
the
furry
life you're
daughter.
actually living, right?
Yeah.
You have to step back and be like, am I on a Truman Show where the show is very boring, so they decide to fuck with me? They're like, let's just start talking about this obscene shit.
This is where this is super relevant, because in South Park the lore is that Earth is basically a TV show where every other planet in the world just has one of every species, but on Earth they got every species and they put it all together into one to make a TV show. And then it gets super boring, so they're about to cancel it, but then they go and they pitch it so that they can keep staying. So yeah, man, you gotta feel like it's Truman Show sometimes.
You know a concept which was very well received in its inception?
What?
But the more I think about it, the more I hate it as an entire premise for a show,
Which is?
for an episode.
Yeah.
And it goes into one of the 7 deadly sins of committee public gaming, talking about Rick and Morty. But the Show Me What You Got episode, the more I think about it, the more I just think it was a stupid because it's a weird thing where season 3 wasn't so bad that it retroactively changed my opinion on seasons 1 and 2.
I see what you're saying.
And that's one of the episodes where it gets worse.
Season 3 wasn't that bad, it's just that it was such a combination of the show slipping and the fandom becoming so toxic.
I know, it
that
has some
was
pretty
like-
low peaks. It has some pretty low peaks.
Yeah, no, I'm saying there were definitely bad episodes in
Low
it, but I'm
peaks,
just
that makes
saying.
Oh, is he the leader of the elves?
Yeah, this is where Carl is.
Oh, I was wondering the entire time.
Yeah,
Something
that's
like
Stan
that.
too, in case you were interested.
What did Wizard Fat Ass tell you? That we broke the rules and
Probably.
took the stick
Hartman
last
is an asshole.
So this is where you have to decide.
Hartman is the one you should be fighting.
Did you actually have 2 decisions, 2 routes? Or?
Yep.
Which is cheating.
That's very
I'm
cool.
acting all betrayed and sad to get
You get to pick.
recruit more people.
I do like these boys more than Cartman and Kenny, but I mean Kenny stays with you regardless.
Yeah, yeah. So you
Then recruit them, but
the-
bring them to
like,
us. Then we can raise
if you're on one side, then you get different companions, but you ultimately wind up with all of them.
Okay.
And yeah,
Oh, I get it. So they're doing a.
yeah.
Alright. Yeah, hell. But you've played this game twice. You've
Yeah.
done both routes,
I'm
obviously.
sending our
Yeah,
best friends to help guide you. The bard is also at your
yeah.
disposal
I mean,
now.
basically. Yeah. So now I get Jimmy too because he was.
Oh, nice. That.
I don't actually know who I'm gonna pick here. Probably Stan because yeah.
Dude,
the
Stan
whole-
looks above half.
Yeah, man, poor Stan. He has quite an upsetting backstory.
Oof. I didn't get very far in South Park,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's pretty good.
Because I didn't grow up with it, right? Because my parents were like, "You get to watch SpongeBob." I'm like, "All right."
Do you think
This
that
is
when
pretty
I was
common.
like 10, I was watching South Park?
But did you watch? I didn't even watch it through my teenage years, though, right? Because they're
Oh,
like,
I see what you're saying.
well, to be fair, for me, I was just watching mostly internet stuff through my teen years. I was pulling a cheeky M-boy and just watching anime
Boy
and shit.
Slims, yeah. You weeb ass.
Mr. M. It was only the cool stuff like Dragon Ball Z and
Oh,
Bleach.
that's too cool. You're not wrong.
Well, that's acceptable because people grew up with that, right?
Yeah.
Actually, no,
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
dude, I mostly just watched Gundam and Yu-Gi-Oh, actually.
Oh, everybody loves Gundam.
Because I watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because people still played Yu-Gi-Oh! For a long time around me, and they still kept up with the show, so I was like, this isn't stupid.
It's not stupid.
I watched the entirety of 5Ds, where they're on motorcycles.
I guess that's cool.
Sometimes you just do things right. I'm sure you have questionable media you've watched in the
Oh
past.
hell yeah!
Yeah.
You already know.
You already know.
You already know. No need to raise it.
No need to raise it
Some
up.
things in the channel go unsaid.
Yep. I like the idea of calling him M-Boy Slims, by the way. Let's keep with
We're
that.
calling who Muslims?
You know who. Weeabooism.
Oh, okay. Sure, we can do that.
Or the mysterious Mr. M.
Mysterious Mr. Dr. Manhattan.
He's like Triple H, but he's Triple M.
Oh, but he's instead of just being a giant nose, he's a weeb warrior.
There you go.
God damn. I'm just reminded of the two best friends play where it's like, what if just Triple H comes out at WrestleMania in a giant nose mobile to the ring?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Wrestling is great. I can't wait until we start doing that into the channel properly.
Yeah, man. I can't wait until we see Wrestle in October.
Yeah. Me and Stuart are going to a wrestling live show.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's a recorded one, so they might just see us all the way out the back.
We're not that far in the back though. We're decently far.
We're on the second level, so it's probably unlikely. But in any case, point is that well, no, it's not really the point, but man, I'm looking forward to abusing the 1 free month again, so that then I can watch
Catch
all the
up.
pay-per-views.
We should do a sitting and try.
Because there's legitimately some matches that because I'm subscribed to some wrestling channels, so they'll mention like this match coming up and whatever, and I'll be like, oh, that actually sounds like a cool match. Ooh. Like Jeff Hardy versus like there's this really cool Japanese wrestler that they're doing for the US title. I hope they're doing something good with Woken/Broken Matt Hardy though, because I haven't been
Dude,
keeping up with that.
Woken/Broken Matt Hardy sounds like the coolest sentence I've heard in my entire life.
Do you already know what Broken/Broken
I know what Broken
Matt Hardy
is, but I don't know what Woken
No,
is.
Woken is just what WWE did.
Oh.
So initially when he came in, because they wanted to have the Hardy Boys nostalgia, he still had the hair and he still did some stuff, but they were treating it as if they were still Hardy Boys. I'm not actually sure how they got to the point because I wasn't actively watching wrestler, but then they brought back the Broken thing, but they just called it Woken.
Okay.
And people seem to still be reviewing it well.
Well,
so
like, because Matt Hardy sort of transcends the
astral plane.
astral plane, yes, but the normal limits of fandom, because you normally know your scene, but like, as far as I'm aware, whenever I talk about wrestling, everybody knows the entire Vanguard 1 and King Max.
King Maxwell, delete.
And then also, what's his name? Senor
Benjamin.
Senor Benjamin was a hero. I can't believe he died.
He didn't die.
I mean, as such, but
Yeah.
he died a figurative death.
Yeah, he died of not being able to go into WWE. That's the worst death you can sustain.
Dude, I mean, WWE is a true Randian. Because you sort of make up your own gimmicks and you have to...
Yeah. Well, it depends on what level you're at.
allowed to, but you can't. Not necessarily, I guess.
Yeah. No, there's...
Because Roman Reigns definitely isn't getting his own gimmicks.
No, there's tragic stories like Zack Ryder of people that... Essentially, he went onto YouTube and he created like a super successful and popular series to get over, and then he was still cucked by WWE basically, even though he managed to get himself over. And like, I mean cucked literally. So he gets beat up super bad by Kane. Ooh. And then when he's getting beat up super bad, Kane tries to kidnap his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then John Cena saves his girlfriend from Kane. And then so then so then John Cena saves his girlfriend, and his girlfriend kisses John Cena, and then it pans to Zack Ryder in the wheelchair with like a neck brace on, with flowers and chocolates. What the hell? No.
Oh no! I've seen.
So he literally
the
gets
worst part
cuffed.
is you talking about this.
Yeah.
The scene is flashing in my head because you sent this to me before in like year 11 or 10 or something.
So bad. So
that's
tragic.
God, I don't want to think. Me and Stuart have this game of chicken where we both send worse and worse cuck pics to each other, and the first one to have existential crisis loses.
Oh, I'm constantly having existential crises for now.
Stuart's the winner normally because he has a higher tolerance for it.
I don't have a high tolerance for it. I'm just like I'm very used to it. I guess. Like I'm still disgusted by it every time.
Yeah, it's awful.
Goddamn.
There's few
when I
things
woke up from my vasectomy, my wife's boyfriend got me the Nintendo Switch.
And you were so.
And then there's the soy boy face too.
Oh.
You know that open smile? Yeah. It's such a thing.
But that's just a theory, a lame theory.
That's just a map, Pat.
I'm just trying to deviate into a lower tier of degeneracy.
You know, that's fair.
God, yeah, that
Go ahead, talk about
that
that.
really freaking hurts me. I don't. Nah, Matt Pat's weird because, yeah, Matt Pat's weird. me and Stu used to like him in like what?
I never actually really watched Game Theory, to be honest.
I tried to get you on it one time. I remember. Do you remember that? Like in early or late middle school, early high school, where I was like, yeah, this guy's really cool. He talks about the height of Wario and how he can really do shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it's like he has one on Bioshock. You like Bioshock, Stuart? And I showed you the video, and then he made like like 3 shitty jokes in a row, and I was like, I swear it's good, I swear it's good, I swear it's good. And he came back to me, he was like, yeah, I watched a few of his videos, and that's.
Oh, okay.
And then he started making Five Nights at Freddy's videos and stuff like that.
No, it's just equally that he's not very funny.
Well, that's what made me realize,
and
though, right?
insists on it, and then he refuses to take criticism. That
Dude,
makes
Stan's
me go,
sword is a cool looking sword, though.
That's a pretty cool sword. It looks like a legitimate sword, is the weird thing.
Yep. Well,
Okay, so mesh and
ooh, it's good. That's very good.
that's powerful.
Dude, that guy in the back is the weirdest looking man I've seen in my entire life.
Don't you think that dude's the weirdest looking guy?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a character more from the start of South Park where he just wears a picture of his face on his shirt.
That's kind of.
I think it's just making fun of the whole the thing that you see in a lot of kids kids animated shows. You know when it's like it'll have like a letter on it or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that,
actually,
their
that is
name.
pretty bad.
So it's like they're just making fun of that, I think. So tap A when you see it.
Good job. Wow, Stan's really
Yeah,
good.
Stan's pretty good.
Lost Man Stan.
His Mark for Death thing is also very good, and you get to use it each turn.
Maybe he's a dragon mark for death. Get that game in 2019, boys. Made by Inti Creates.
Dragon Mark for Death.
Yeah, you know Mega Man Zero, the game I shill like a lot when I used to make reviews.
Yeah.
Their new game is called
You're going down.
Dragon Mark for Death. They're Japanese, okay?
Oh, so if they're weebs, they get to do it.
Well, they're not weebs because they are. They're the Eebs and the weebs.
Oh, I love the Eebs and weebs. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so I was.
Dude, that's a really
I was
strong
about to recruit the goth kids. I was about to be a goth GF.
Big kitty gotcha.
But yeah, so these guys are the year 6s. You gotta watch out for the year 6s.
Oof.
Oh, what's this? Oh, did the Mongolians take over? Yes, that was. I think the Mongolians.
There's so much lore, I can't keep up. I wish they would make a game like this.
Yeah,
but
the
for Mike
Mongolians
Tyson
took over.
Mysteries. They won't, but like, can you
What?
imagine a game in the exact format of South Park: The Stick of Truth, but it's Mike Tyson Mysteries,
Oh, I see.
and your companion is like Pigeon or
Oh, yeah,
Marcus.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of options there.
wow, that's yeah. No, they didn't shy away from that one. Did they?
See, everything's Mongolian beef. Mongolian beef. Basically, there's a whole episode where they hire this guy to keep building like a great wall around South Park to keep out the Mongolians, and the Mongolians knock it down.
God, this is such a funny series. It's just intimidating. It's like The Simpsons, right?
Yeah.
Because I keep thinking, I watched like, because I wasn't a kid who watched The Simpsons at 7 with his parents every day. I would catch glimpses of it late at night because even as a child, I wouldn't sleep until 3 a.m. It was, man, my family's sleep cycle is fucked, and I think I've told you about this. Okay, wait, Stuart, go back on that menu real quick.
What menu?
Yeah, just stay here. Stay there.
What a cliffhanger. What's gonna happen next? Fucking, I guess you'll have to watch next week.